The session for tonight, we're gonna make it very brief, because we don't wanna bombard everyone with information, a lot of stuff. What we wanna do is we're gonna make sure that we keep it short, we keep it simple, we keep it exciting. Okay? Yeah. So welcome, 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 welcome. This is Mastering Forex for a Thursday. We're gonna have one on the weekend. We're gonna have one over the weekend. Welcome, welcome. Hope you guys are good. Hope your day was okay. We know the market has ups and downs, but I hope you are okay because after all the madness of trading and analyzing, you have to be perfectly fine mentally, have to perfectly fine physically, so that you're able to execute, your ideas, you're able to execute your plans. So yeah, I just add you on the chat box. Just you can write it there. Just write. If you can hear my voice and you can see my screen, just type there I am in. I can hear you very loud and clear. If you can't hear, you can just click on the log in and log out. You'll be able to hear the sound perfectly, okay? Yeah, yes. Otherwise, are you guys good? Shall we get started? Alright, someone is on the waiting room. Somebody's still there on the waiting room. Okay, admit. Yes, yes, okay. I can see more people are joining. Well, remember that the session is definitely recorded and upload the video on YouTube to make sure that you don't miss anything out. If possible, you are currently busy, so we make sure that you don't miss anything out. That's why we have to record the session, okay? So let me do this. Do this. Do this. You can see on my screen. I can't hear a sound. Okay. Okay. Just write it down because we can't hear. Please log in. Log in and log out. Oh, please log out and then log in. Yeah, that should do it. That should do it. Please log out. Please log out. You also can't hear. Can't hear me. Okay. So I think what you can do, you can just log in and log out, and then you can definitely hear me because I think I was on the Google meeting and everything was clear. You know, can't be that there's a problem with the sound because I was just in. Even with the recording, I just had it saying no. You can definitely, it is recording. Okay. Just log in and log out, and then you'll be able to hear me perfectly fine. If still the problems persist, maybe you can close the Zoom and then open the app once again. Is everyone having the same problem, or maybe it's just okay? Because I can hear some of the guys. I think I can hear the sound and some sound. Okay, we're still having the same problem with the sound. Sorted. Okay, sorted on the side. So please try and again on your side. Please try on your side. Just log in and log out. Just log in and then join again with the same link as before as you've joined, and then you'll be perfectly fine with the sound. And I'll definitely do the recording of a session so that you're able to join. Can you hear me? Hello?
President,
Yeah,
I can hear you on my side.
you can hear me on your side. Before we do the session, because we're waiting for more people to join, do you have any like specific question maybe you like to go through tonight?
On my side, I think for now, Mr. President, I don't have any question
You're
until we
good.
start the session.
Okay, okay. Okay, I think I need to mute that side. Otherwise, is everyone good in terms of the sound? You can write on the chat box if you're having a challenge with the sound again, so that we can make sure everyone is sorted. Yeah. Hey, Karabo is live right there, eh? Hey, the man on the radio is making sure, eh? Eh? It's like this thing like it's like you are in the podcast, eh? All right. Is everyone okay with the sound?
Yes, on my side, everything is okay, President.
All right.
I don't know that.
I'm gonna get it. Okay. Gonna make sure that everyone is good, everyone is sorted. Okay, I'll try again to resend the link for the guys who are saying they can't log in. Try and resume today.
I think they can also check on the network as well.
Can check?
I'm saying I think they can also check on the network as well. If the network is it's okay, or because
Or you mean
I
sometimes the
had the
problem might
same
be the
problem.
network, né?
Yeah, maybe can be.
Alright. Because I'm just also thinking of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you don't wanna like let me just see what we can do. But this is a meeting ID. Hmm, yeah, be fine. Someone is just joined. The meeting ID should be fine. Yeah, I think let me just get started. If you're missing out, what we'll do is you catch up on the recording, okay? Because what I wanna do, I don't wanna, take a lot of time.
Yes.
Yeah. So, because
Yeah, just to save time, I think if we can do that,
yeah,
Mr. President, then everything can be fine.
yes, 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 yes. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. All right. So, basically, with I'm not sh I want because I'm not sure the other guys who has joined in. One, two, three. Okay, let me just it's recording the chat box. Okay, myself. It's not really. Yeah, yeah. But you know what? Let's just dive deep on the session for tonight because I feel like because I know we haven't had like much in terms of session, for quite some time. Because I just wanted to do a catch up so that everyone will be on the same page in terms of, a few things. So the main thing, the first thing that I wanted us to catch up on, because I know we haven't like really been on it, was number one is these are the things that are important all the time. These are the three decisions you should always we are focusing on when you're trading: when to place a trade, when to close a trade, and when to take profits. So you must understand that when you're talking about banks or institutions, they don't really necessarily take trades the way we take them as retail traders, meaning they don't make the decision we make the same way as we do. The system that they use is not the same as ours, okay? Because what they do in terms of us, retail traders, we use candlesticks, we look for support, resistance, we look for supply, demand, we look for all those things. That's why we open trades. The reason we close our trade is because it hits a stop loss or we close it manually. Okay, those are the reasons we close trades. Thirdly, the reason we take profits is because we feel like we've made enough money, or perhaps basically the price reaches our take profits, whereby of which in that case obviously the trade it get valega automatically, okay, which is basically where the trade is closed automatically. But when you go to the institutions, the way they operate, number one, they need to build a number of orders. If they want to buy, if they want to sell 100,000 of euros, or if they want to sell 100,000 of euros, they need people to be doing the opposite direction. For example, if a bank has a large open sell position, the only way they can take profits off is if a lot of other traders come to the market and place sell. Okay, meaning there should be enough people selling for them to buy. That's basically why you need to understand the reason behind it is because this will give you an idea in terms of when you go to the charts. Okay, what do you look for? Okay. What do you look for? Okay, somebody's typing. Oh, okay, okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Now the sound is perfect. Okay. We were just worried because why? I was just worried why was the sound giving problem. Okay, so looking at this chart, This is basically it. So when you're looking at this, you are what you wanna do. Okay, let me just go to your template here. Okay. So like we were saying before, if for this movement from here to there, that's what this is, a bullish movement, right? From here to here, from here to here. Okay. So from here to here, the reason it's moving like this, obviously, is because there was a big buy order, right? And when you look left, you can see from here. So what is going on after all of this movement, after all this buy? When you see candlesticks doing this, it means it's a taking profits of this big buy here. All right. Okay. I hope I'm making sense. From here there was a huge drop, right? See this huge drop to that level over there, right? From that level, a lot of people started selling because they're like, no, this is a downtrend. Started selling. Immediately after that, the last candle, this is the last candle, right? Strictly same within few like hours, then there was a huge buying movement, bullish momentum, right? After seeing this, you saw this huge buy after the huge drop this side, okay? So this movement going up is basically opposite of this huge selling, okay? After a huge selling, expect obviously a huge retracement, okay? Then after this huge buying, this bullish movement moving up from this level to that level, it's a huge momentum of moving up. So what happens normally, the price normally retraces about 50% in terms of the Fibonacci, okay? Yeah, if somewhere you feel like, no, I'm getting lost, please make sure that you do ask, on the chat box so that you won't be lost. Okay, so from this bullish movement, obviously, when you start seeing a slowing down of the bullish movement from here, especially when you see this candle, like this is a doji candle, just know now that the market is basically taking profits, okay? So like we keep saying, this is taking profits, and then this is taking profits. And even this movement here, it's not a real movement because you can see this is just building up compression. This here is taking profits from the buy trade, okay? This is taking profits from this buy trade. Which are those buy trades? Those buy position, they came here, right? Okay. What am I expecting from this? I'm expecting that obviously for a bigger buy to push even further up, it should come back to this level here. Why that level? Just zoom into that so I can show you. This candle here, if you don't, so that we can just do it. This candle here. See this candle? This is called a bullish hammer. And also this one here. These candles, which is these candles, original cause of the movement. This one. It's like where it's originated, the movement. So this is the key, right? So I think it might happen tomorrow, it might happen, this might could happen on Monday, it could happen tomorrow, that you see a huge movement in terms of CHF coming back to this level here. Okay, because of this here is a bullish hammer. Same here. It's where after this movement, you can see a huge buying, huge bullish candles. So this is, it's like a source of this big push. Okay. This is like a fireplace, or what you call this? It's like a loading zone of a lot of buying position or buying momentum after this drop from the other side. Hope I'm making sense what I'm saying. Okay. So from here, this is a huge bullish movement, but this is the original. This is the main thing that is pushing all of this. This one candle, this another candle, and then this obviously is basically taking profit from this buy here, one, two. The original is from here, all right? I'm expecting after this compression here, the price to come back here before going further up. Okay. Yes, okay. So let's just give to that. But before, the reason we're talking about this is because when I know that all those three decisions are, you need to follow a system. Also, what is important is the fact that you need to make sure that all the time you follow a system with discipline, you follow a system with focus, and you understand even your strategy to retest it, okay? So that is very important, okay? To retest and be able to understand why a price is moving in that manner, in that whatever level you are checking. You can see now, even now, see the price is reacting to this level, uh, reacting to this level, and you can see it's been doing what? Compression, okay? And besides the compression, even here, okay, another thing you should note that they are bound to move above this. Why are they moving above this? Because there is resistance one, there is resistance one, okay? There's resistance one, there is also another one, there's two, resistance two, okay? And then so the key thing is if for example, let's say you've got a sell here, right? If you've got a sell here, now they need to do this compression and take a lot of people out. Perhaps maybe sometimes they can even go as far as that level. It just depends on how which level they'll find more position, more better liquidity. Okay. If they find it here, this level, obviously, they can do this. Get him just so that not go back. So everything will not be as so what this R1, R2 mean? It means there are people who are placing sell here and they're placing when the market dropped, they're placing more sell. When the market came back again, they said, no, this is a strong resistance level. So let's just place more sell position. They started doing that and then keep on dropping. But what it did, it dropped as far as to that level and they realized if they move the price, go above that level, they will hit all the stop losses here. So the stop losses that are here, just write it down so it can make sense. Losses is called what? Liquidity. Okay? Liquidity. So this is what is happening here, right? So they need to collect all the liquidity before they can drop the price from there to that level over there, which is dropping to which level? Dropping straight to back to the original push that push the price to go up to, you know, so that's basically my expectation on this, okay? Remember what we're doing here, we're doing a session, but we're also doing some analysis, that's basically it. So, and also this here is also a flag. This here is also a flag. You'll see a lot of reaction on these things, okay? Where you see a break between these two candles. So this is also a flag. Perhaps I think from there to there, okay, from this level, just check. Just I need to confirm it. I don't wanna say something that is not true. And it is indeed like that. So you can see between this here, it's like between the Fibonacci 50 and the 60 level. When you're checking from this level over here, this is when you're taking this as your high, and you take this as your low. That over there. Also, if you want us to take a look at certain pair, please do short. Okay, so this here and that over there. And like I keep mentioning, this is R. Okay, let me just everything. You can see this is at 50 and 60 level, which is the bounce over here. This bounce from that level to that level is what is this thing doing? Is building 1, 2, 3. More people feel this level is strong. Hence, when the price gets to this level, they enter more sell position, more sell position. The more sell position are here, the better it is for the market maker to go up there, or the banks or institution to go up there and then drop it. The other thing you should note, this is moving in the form of a compression. Compression is not as bullish as that move, which means obviously the momentum is not as strong. But what they will do is they will do this here. See this inverse hammer here, this shooting star, basically collecting and then dropping. Okay, dropping. Okay, okay. Still, yeah, just checking. We're still this session. Okay. Another thing that is happening obviously this week is that this week there's a lot of talks of a debt ceiling in the US, meaning how much the Federal Reserve, the USA Federal Reserve can give as a loan to the US government. So there's been a lot of those talks. That's why you see dollar doing this. But my thing is I believe that the dollar is bound, to have a huge drop, very, very soon. Very soon you're going to see a huge drop on the dollar because more countries are basically leaving to use the dollar no longer. They're having what we call bilateral agreement, which means countries are basically, there are some countries that are selling each other oil, not in US dollars now, but they're using their, if like for example, you can buy China is buying oil using their own currency. They're no longer using the dollar. Saudi Arabia is adopting to do the same thing, which is new, which basically is gonna kill the idea of having the dollar as a powerful currency. Also, another thing that I know that I also noticed is this. Notice that before there's a huge drop, they need to check out these ones. Whenever you see something like this on the market, like one, this here is liquidity, this here is liquidity, this here is liquidity. So before it can drop further down, what it will do is it will go up there, uh, for the sake of the liquidity, after it is done, collected, and then it can drop. And you can see the momentum. I hope you can see, everyone can see this. You can see the momentum here. So the key thing is, if you've got the right direction, let's say, for example, you are in the sell already, okay? And your sell is on the loss. So basically, when you're looking at this, you can see, okay, this thing can move this. It's a lot of pips. But now, if you were holding it, if you're able to hold it, I'm just making a point here, up to that level, let's say for instance, come back to that level of the sell, it's going to be a lot of holding, but it's also going to be giving you a lot of money. It's like over like 1,000 pips, It's a lot of pips that you're able to make from that movement over there. But obviously, it means you need to have patience. But what I'm saying is that in this zone here, in this space here, in that space over there is a lot of liquidity. Liquidity is what? Stop losses and pending orders that are placed above these levels. For somebody who was selling here, was selling from this level, they've got a stop loss somewhere there above that level. For somebody who was selling also here, somebody was selling at this level, yeah. For somebody was selling at this level, their stop losses is above there, right? Now they're coming back, 1, 2, 3, hitting up, take out all the stop losses here, and then they can drop the price once they've hit all the stop losses. Another thing when you're looking at the supply zone, is very important to note this type of candles. Okay, this type of a candle, yeah, is very important to note. This candle. So let me just show you what I mean. These candles are important when they're in the supply zone or in the demand zone. So these candles, doji, inverted hammer, or shooting star, noted, okay? They have meanings also, like even this one here, bullish engulfing. But what you need to note is this here, because before the price went up, there was an opposite here. This is the last opposite candle. That's what we use obviously to mark the demand zone, And this obviously you can see price drop from there, then it dropped, then it went back up. And like I kept mentioning that before the price do a further drop, it needs to collect liquidity, and liquidity is because of this here. Let me just highlight. I'm gonna write that as resistance number 2. Uh, so as you know, if the debt ceiling, they're giving USA more debt, access to more debt. It means it's good for Nasdaq, it's good for Dow Jones, because this means those companies will have access to more money. Okay, that is why you saw that the Nasdaq pushing up. That's why you saw even the Dow Jones pushing up. Those are the main reason why you see that in terms of fundamentals. But that is not good for the dollar because it's diluting the power of the dollar now. Yeah, so that is why, much as there's that thing element of buying the dollar, but that is gonna die out very soon. So there is where there's this important touch, but this is the last bullish candle before the drop. That's why I did that, I marked that zone. But very soon, I think the dollar is gonna drop because it has touched one level, this level, and that level. So once the price is just moving there, you can see the price is right there. You know, interest price, interest price. This is where the price is. It's just above that level, above 1, 2, 3 level, meaning they're hitting the stop losses that are above here. What are the stop losses? Stop losses are your liquidity. Okay? I hope it's making sense, you know. But what you can do, you can watch the video over again so that until it makes sense, because our emphasis is, our main point that we're trying to drive home is that you've got to make this decision, okay? The decision are when to place a trade, when to close a trade, when to take profits, okay? Do this. So, right. So now when you see that the price is at this level, 1, 2, 3, when you see a third time that the market has touched the third time, you avoid opening what, a sell right there, because it's gonna break above, because this level has been touched several times, which means it's weaker. There are no more orders in that level. The orders will be on the level above. This is a level above it right now. You can see this is a level above it, and it's already there right now. Chances are it can push to that level. See, it can push to that level. It depends, but we'll see. But once you see a reaction, so once you see a reaction from a certain level, then obviously that's where we will look for a sell in terms of USD JPY. So when you see, for example, I keep mentioning, when you see in the demand zone, when you see a like for example here, when you see a market coming back to the demand zone and you see a pin touching that level, obviously that's where you should know you should buy, which means where you enter a trade. But when the market touches the same level again, like 3 times here, you should know, look for a next supply for a sell position. But another clue that will give you that is compression in the price. So this possible is compression.